the troglodytes know that you came from circles. The Demogorgon! We're in deep shit. Where are you at? I don't know. Fireball, they have to
Silence. Silence. Complete and utter. That is woo. Yeah. I can hear you loud and clear. Speak!
Can you hear me? Let's see if I don't want it to like bounce off on and off. I don't want it. Does it sound echoey? Like I need to make sure. Okay. It doesn't sound echoed. I just want to make sure there's not an echo or anything like that. Okay. All right. It's all working. It's all working. Yay. Okay. All right. Welcome to the stream. It's Melody from Hoshi's Nerd Squad. And we're back to podcast. We're back to Hoshi's podcast. And we were supposed to have a different guest for today, but he ended up telling me, I'm not ready. I thought the podcast was next week. You know what? So, we have the lovely, the non-binary Barbie as our guest today.
Hi!
So, go ahead, introduce yourself, tell us what you do.
I'm Barbie. I write fan fiction. I'm also a ballet dancer and an actress. And I am currently writing a Stranger Things fan fiction with my OC, Tara Newman. She is a ballet dancer like me. She's pretty much just a self-insert. And what I did was I set up the fanfic using some one-shots that I wrote. I'm almost done with the second one, and then once I finish the second one, then I can start the fan fiction that I'm writing proper. And yeah, I was going to start it at season 2, but then I realized, wait a sec, I could start it at season 1. And that's just another thing. When I write stories, they just evolve and evolve and evolve in my head.
I want to let y'all know that she's been talking about this fic on like they like been talking about the fic on the whole like on the Facebook, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's saucy. It's saucy, very saucy. Like there's a lot of smut going on.
Things do get naughty now. Things get naughty. Yes, they do.
And I'm like, Michelle's like, I like the sauce.
Things do get naughty. For sure. There's plenty of naughtiness to enjoy. But there's also plenty of stuff, if that's not your cup of tea, there's plenty of non-pornographic parts of it too. Porn with plot. Imagine that.
Stranger Things Lover 1986. Like, ooh, I must read this. I must read this. So, I just checked out also some Rogue Assassin. Welcome to the stream. I also checked out some a little film type thing. Let me tell you right now, it's given off the whole PlayStation 1 graphics, which I know a lot of you might laugh about that, but I'm like, it gives the nostalgic feel of the PlayStation 1 graphics. And it's so freaking cute. And they're voiced in this. So, tell us about how that came about before I end up dropping links on that on here.
Okay. So the film is called Clara and the Nutcracker, and it's an adaptation of the story The Nutcracker, if you're familiar with the ballet or the book. And it's about a 16-year-old girl named Clara who spends Christmas with her aunt and with her little brother Fritz, and she's gifted a nutcracker. And that just kind of opens the door, and she ends up fighting over the nutcracker with her little brother. It gets broken, and then that kind of opens the door for magical shenanigans to ensue. We have the Mouse King, and all of his magical shenanigans, and we are actually hoping to get this expanded. Right now, it's just a short. But we're hoping to get it expanded into a feature-length film where we'll include new characters like the Snow Queen, the Queen of the North Winds, the Dewdrop Princess, the Sugar Plum Fairy, and we'll learn more about the Mouse King's curse and, what extent of harm he's done on the magical lands, and we'll learn more about the Nutcracker and his backstory.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty cute. And I'll be dropping, before the end of the stream, I'll be dropping the link so you guys can check it out. And yeah, it's really cute, and like, I seen it and I'm like, wait, you do voice acting? What?
I do voice acting. I've been doing voice acting since I was 13.
Wow.
And I've been screen acting as long as I've been alive. I have headshots on the wall. No, seriously, I have headshots on my wall of me as a baby. Baby headshots.
Oh my
from
god.
Me. Here, let me show you. Hold on. How do I flip the camera? Here we go.
Oh wow.
Baby headshots.
So cute.
How do I?
Like, how do I flip it?
Yeah, how do I flip it back? No! Come on! Ah!
There should be a button to flip
There
it.
should be a button. Where is it, though?
Oh my god, no!
Ugh. I am literally such a boomer with technology. Like, it is unbelievable. Come on! Why? Ah. Here we go. Okay. Alright. Shoot. Serves me right. Come on.
We will continue after the commercial break.
Oof. Literally me. I see the flip button, but okay, here we go.
Alright, so Rogue Assassin is asking what got you into acting.
Well, like I said, I've been acting since as long as I've been alive. Like, even as a baby, my mom and dad got me into it. So that's been, yeah. Okay. Whew.
Yay!
Here we go. Woo! But yeah, I've been acting since I was a baby. So I was kind of put into it by my parents, as most child actors are. But I wanted to do it. Like, I enjoyed it, but like, I was started like at an age where like you don't really say I want to be an actor because you can't talk yet.
Right. Okay.
But
so
yeah,
Michelle's asking, what are some voiceovers you can do?
well, I did Clara, the role of Clara in Clara and the Nutcracker, obviously, and I've done a bridge series. I've done anime redubs. I've done a couple of fan animations. Nothing significant. I have been trying to get into anime dubbing.
I asked you on Facebook about voiceovers, but I was talking about like Pokemon voiceovers. Can you do Pokemon voiceovers?
Pokemon voiceovers. I can do Pokemon voices.
Which
Oh
ones?
my god.
Which ones? Because we're about to get into this now, and this is gonna be funny as hell. Because I can do this stuff. So, which
Well,
ones?
I should say full disclosure that I haven't been following Pokemon past Generation 4, so those
We're
are the
gonna
only
do
ones.
first gen. We're OGs.
Oh, okay, that's gonna make it a whole lot easier. Then it's 150. That's gonna be easy for me. Well, Pikachu is one that I could do. Pika, Pika, Pika,
Pikachu, Pika, Pika, Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Or Jigglypuff. Can you do the whole song for Jigglypuff?
Oh my gosh, that whole song, and Jigglypuff sings it, and then everyone falls asleep, and then the poor little guy, he just wants someone to listen to his song. Oh my.
Squirtle, 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 Squirtle,
Of
Squirtle,
course.
Bubba Side, Bubba Side.
Bulbasaur.
or Psyduck. Charmander, Charmander.
Oh my goodness.
You know what's another one that I always used to do? Blue from Blue's
Wait.
Clues.
Who?
Blue from Blue's Clues.
Oh my goodness!
Bar.
I actually auditioned for the reboot of Blue's Clues not too long ago.
Wow. I would always do that for my sisters. So yeah. But I don't know. I was just weird. I was always doing some voiceover of something. Until I ended up actually meeting a few of the voice actors for some Pokemon characters. And they were just like, do you do any voiceover work? No. No. Like, why is this so spot on? And I'm like, I don't know.
Well, some people have it, some people don't.
I guess, but I mean, like you, I did, I never got to actually, like, unfortunately, get headshots for anything or, like, do, like, actual film, but, I mean, I was, like, a theater and drama class kid since I was, like, in elementary school. So, like, I did, school plays and did musicals, and I used to write stuff as well. So,
See, I could never do theater aside from dancing simply because I'm absolute shit at memorizing lines. Like, I can't memorize lines. It's too hard for me to do a whole show and just memorize lines. Like, I have to be able to, between takes, like, look it over. Because my memory's just that bad.
It would take me a week to learn a script, which was like my drama teacher would be like mind boggled because they would be like, "There is no way that you learned this whole script in 1 week," and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, and it's like I would memorize the whole thing, and it would just be crazy. And then like there would be instances where like we would get the challenge of writing our own script, and I remember being about 8 years old writing my own script, and they told us it has to be at least 2 pages long, and I come and I turn over like an entire 5-page freaking script, and they're like, what? I don't know.
I have a bunch of unshot and unproduced scripts for feature-length films on my computer, just like sitting there, just taking up dust. I'm just like, someday I'm going to shoot these.
Believe me, I'm with you on that one because I have the same thing going on. I have something that I wrote a while ago, and it's just there. And then everybody's like, publish it. No. Are you going to give me money to publish it? And it's just there, and I could turn it into anything I want, but I haven't done anything. Hey, look. I was supposed to actually do an Eddie fic, and I have, like, stuff written down, and I haven't even put it anywhere because I have to add things, and, I mean, you're able to put the saucy in some stuff, but I don't have the capability to do saucy, so I have to get someone else to actually write the saucy for me.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be a weird help wanted request.
Well, it's not bad because, I mean...
Write forward for me?
It's not bad because, I mean, I did before, like, a graphic novel when I was probably, like, 16, and, I had the same person ended up telling me like, oh, well, this needs something. And I'm like, what? And they're like, you need to add this and this and this. And I'm like, no. And then I'm like, I feel like I'm a little bit too young for all this stuff in there. And then like I felt some type of way, but they were like, okay, well, we're gonna give it like 2 more years, and I'll just go and add all the sauce to it. So yeah, they added all the sauce to it for sure. And which I was very intimidated about. And the thing is about this thick, and I have never published it, and I have actually the artwork for it when I was able to draw. I can't draw anymore, unfortunately, because of my carpal tunnel. But when I could draw, I actually had it, and it's very loosely based off of the anime Cowboy Bebop.
I love Cowboy Bebop.
It's very much loosely based on that, but yeah, I wrote that, and it's freaking awesome, and like the OCs are like crazy, like, but yeah, never done anything with it. It's just there, so I'm with you on that. Things are just sitting there. It's all handwritten too, so this is before I actually even had possession of even wanting to write it on something, because at the time nobody had a damn laptop at home. You would have to go to a library and do that in school. So no, but
I remember those days.
yeah. So
I'm older than I look.
you're a baby next to me though.
I'm 28. How old are you?
I'm older than you. I might. Funny though, I could literally pass your age.
Probably.
Oh,
Like...
not probably. This is a fact. I get carded 5 times before they actually believe me. Everywhere.
I get carded everywhere too, but at least here, I don't know how it is in New Jersey, but in the state of California, when you have your ID, there's this little barcode on the back, and you just scan that.
Oh no, not even in New Jersey. I'm in Philadelphia right now, and they do the same thing. They do
They have the little
everywhere. I remember, so in my hometown, at the beach, you have to end up buying a beach pass, and that beach pass is basically you to maintain the beach and to pay lifeguards and all of that stuff. And they have a student discount, and we're going there because we're going to go. It was me, and literally my two teenage sisters and my teenage cousin, and none of these girls are 18 yet, by the way. And it's my mom and I. And the girl at the booth asks my mom, "Okay, so 4 student badges." So I'm looking over at my mom, and my mom's telling me $3. And I'm looking at my mom. I'm like, "What do you mean $3? The adult badge is $7." She's like, "Do you want to pay $7 or do you want to pay 3?" What? And then, like, my little cousin's like, "They think you're a student." Wait, what? They think you're high school seniors, so they're. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, okay, and I just go and hand over my mom $3, and we go through, and I ended up having I went to the beach that month 3 times, and those 3 times I ended up getting through buying a damn student badge. They
Nice.
didn't even bother asking me for an ID. They thought I was a child. And then the funny part is that there was girls that were high school seniors behind me, and they asked them, "I need to see your school ID."
The curse of the baby
And they
face.
looked older than me. That was the crazy part. They looked older than me, and it was so funny. And I'm just like,
Oh, the baby face. It is a blessing and a curse.
it is the blessing and a curse. Do you know how bad it is when, like, you're the same age as everyone in your classroom, but everyone in your classroom looks 10 years older than you, and you just look like a tiny little child that belongs in, like, elementary school, but you're in freaking high school? Yeah.
Oh, the feeling.
Been there. And it's so bad. It is so bad, because they go in the classroom, they were like, "Do you belong here?"
Yeesh.
Right? Right. Well, here's the subject that a lot of the viewers are waiting for. We're gonna talk about, if you're watching on Twitch. No, this side, right here. On the left side of the screen is that cute little boy showing you those damn freaking devil horns. We're gonna talk about Eddie Munson, Hellfire Club.
Yes!
Let's go. So, Eddie motherfucking Munson. First of all, I need to know. Eddie the Master of Puppets Munson. That's what they're saying in the chat. That's exactly what they're saying in the chat.
Yes, that's correct. This is how we should address him.
Yes.
Oh my god, my face is all red.
Oh my god.
But that's okay.
Your reaction to episode 1. Let's go.
Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was not immediately smitten by Eddie Munson. He grew on me.
Oh. No!
Blasphemy, I know.
Oh my god. Okay, so how did he grow on you? Because I need to know. So let's go.
Mostly.
Let's go.
Mostly by reading fan fiction. And just watching him just like more and more, it just made me just love him more and more, and I'm just like Also, he kind of reminded me of my boyfriend, because my boyfriend also plays D&D and does all that stuff.
Right. Now, see, if you were to ask me, I hadn't actually watched Stranger Things yet at the time. I had the freaking series in my Netflix queue, and like, since everyone will say, oh, like, you know, they're having another season, and they're having another season, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna wait till there's like enough seasons for me to sit and just binge. But then I'm seeing this freaking cheeky bastard popping up all over my damn Facebook. I'm like, who is he? Why he's so damn fine? And where is he from? And everyone's like Stranger Things. And I'm like, so do I have to actually sit and watch the damn series in order for me to find out who the hell this guy is? And so I was literally seeing him pop up everywhere for like an entire week on my feed from a group that I was in, and I'm like, you know what? I need to go and check this out. Like, I need to go and watch the series. Michelle says he had me when I first saw his face. I was like, who's that? Hello. Yeah, that was my face when it was all over my freaking Facebook. Hello. Who is this guy? So I just decided one day just have my snacks and just binge. And I think I binged for like 5 days straight. All the whole thing. The brows.
I mean,
Michelle says he's a snack. We know he's a snack. We know he's a snack. That's why
he's
I
not
decided to
snack.
watch.
He's an 8-course meal. We're beyond
That's a
snack.
That's definitely a no. See, Eddie is just part of the snack. Joseph Quinn is the whole freaking 4-course meal. I don't know what y'all talking about.
You guys are gonna hate me. I don't like Joseph Quinn as much as I like Eddie Munson.
No. I have completely flatlined on the freaking entire podcast. No.
I do still want to work with him, though. I would love to work with him on set. What I really want is to work with him, and I have a friend. Her name is Celestia, and her last name is Quinn. And I want to be on a set with all three of us. And then when people ask if Joe and Celestia are related, I can say no. It's a coincidence. Celestia thought it was funny.
They mad at you over here in the chat by you saying that. Mad at you. They mad at you. Look. All I know is that I sat there, I watched the whole series until I got to that point, and I was just like, saw the first episode, and I'm like, alright. And then I seen him get on that damn table to tell everybody what the hell is up, and
the gargantuan balls that
I felt that because I relate to Eddie, so I felt all of that. Like,
yeah,
yes,
that's another.
I was that, you know, drama and theater kid and in band and in choir and in performing arts classes, so I could relate to all of that. Like, just because I was in those things did not ever make me cool. That made me more of a freaking nerd.
Like, honestly, Eddie's gargantuan balls, I am here for it.
So,
like, he's an attention whore, and we love to see it.
Oh yeah, pretty much. But I think the part then, like, him playing D&D, how, like, you know, it was just like too much sauce, too much sass going on, and he just did not give a shit. And then what really got me was just the whole scene in the woods. I was like, that's it. That's it. I'm done. That's it. It's over.
Okay, you guys are gonna call bullshit on what I'm about to tell you, but the moment I laid eyes on Eddie, just because of my dating history, the moment I laid eyes on Eddie, I knew he was gonna be a fluffy marshmallow. I knew that he was going to be the most fluffy softy marshmallow, gentle, caring guy ever. Just because that's generally how punks and metalheads are.
Pretty much.
And I know this because of my dating history.
I mean, I've had friends that are like metalheads and you know, in the whole punk scene, like, that I know of, not friends but like acquainted, but like one of our teammates, she's actually a metalhead, and she's like that. She's definitely like that. So I mean, Nikki, if you in here, I love you. But yes, she is like this. She cray, but she's the sweetest person ever. So yeah, she's a big metalhead, and she will tell you if she is in here and decides to type on the chat. She will tell you. I know like 5 dudes that are literally like Eddie Munson and look like Eddie Munson.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, my
Michelle
face
says,
is so...
most of the popular or preppy kids weren't the nice ones, and the metalheads do get the bad rap. That's the problem. And then, you know, the popular or the preppy were always the ones, too, that will end up bullying everybody.
Exactly.
They would be the ones always bullying everybody. And you know what? It's really funny, too, because, like, as I mentioned, you know, I was the bully kid, even though I used to beat these bullies' ass. But that's besides the point. You know, don't you love when, like, those same exact people, all of a sudden they find you on social media and then they want to be your friend on social media?
Oh my god!
And then I'm like, why do you want to add me when you treated me like shit in school?
I had someone who bullied me all throughout grade school add me not too long ago, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Is this a joke? This is a joke, right? You traumatized me, and now you want to act like we're buddies? Fuck off.
Right. And I'm just like, why? Why? Why are you trying to add me? Like, why? They're like, oh, like, we can't be friends? Like, we used to go to... Yeah, you wanted nothing to do with me in high school, so why are you trying to be my friend now? Like, I want nothing to do with you. Like, and they will get mad. They would really get mad if you don't add them. And it's funny too, like, some of them would be like, oh my god, you still look the same. And I'm like, oh my god, you look like you're pushing 60, but okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Crazy.
We're gonna move on to the ballet.
Yeah.
Now I'm interested. What got you, like, what got you into this in the first place? Like, when did you start? All of that. Give me all of that.
Okay, so I've been doing it on and off since I was about 9. I started ballet as a kid because I wanted to. I don't know how familiar you are with the Barbie movies, but I saw Barbie in the Nutcracker.
I've watched all of them. I have 2 little sisters. I've watched all of them. Yeah.
I watched Barbie and the Nutcracker, and I watched Barbie and Small
the Nutcracker, Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses, Barbie and the Island Princess, Rapunzel, Barbie and the Diamond Castle, Mariposa, you name it, we have those movies.
Those are all good ones. I've got my collection on the. I've got my collection on the.
Yes. Yes. movies were so good.
They were.
Like early 2000s Barbie movies, they were the shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you, they were the shit.
Disney. Yep.
Yes.
They were the best. They are the best thing since sliced bread.
Oh yeah. Let's not talk about bread.
But I love bread.
I love bread too. I'm hearing the voiceover of Joseph over here saying it's bread.
You know, when I first heard that Joseph Quinn liked bread, I was just like, yeah, no. Unless I die, I have to put it on my bucket list. Dinner date with Joseph Quinn at Panera Bread. That has to happen. I don't care what I have to do to manifest that.
Why gotta be Panera? It has to be somewhere where they make some bomb bread. Because Panera will really end up baking their bread.
Panera has bomb bread. Where have you been?
No. I live in Philadelphia where there is Panera bread. It ain't all that.
What?
It ain't all that. You can get some of my bread. I make bomb bread. My mom makes some bomb bread. There. I'm gonna go and take him to the convention freshly baked fucking bread.
Oh, yum. I mean, I'm not going to turn down bread. I love bread.
Bread with salty butter. No, you know what salty butter? It can't be just any ordinary salty butter. It has to be the Irish butter.
Oh, the Kerrygold?
Spread on top. Spread on top.
That sounds delicious.
Danny's in the chat. Danny's in the chat. Metropolitan Bakery is where you want to go. Girl. That's where we go. Girl. If he come to Philly, that's where we taking him. That's where we taking him. We're going to go and get him some bread. Gonna get him some bread. I know one spot that got the poppadoms. I've been lurking, trying to stay up. Look.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that. But the bread. Yeah. The bread. Definitely the bread. The bread. But
Bread is...
always the bread. But, yeah. Those freaking Barbie movies were freaking bomb. They were always...
They were the bomb diggity. Like, yeah, I saw Barbie in the Nutcracker, and then I saw Barbie of Swan Lake, and I was just like, I want to do this.
Yes, I love Swan Lake. There's such good movies. Like, I don't know, Danny, I don't know if you've watched those movies, since I know you're in the chat. I don't know if you watched those movies, but if you have not, you need to come over one of these days and we need to just binge.
Yes.
Though I would have to find out where to actually binge them because, like, we had the copies, but, like,
YouTube.
I'm moving, so I don't have the DVDs right now. Like, but my sisters have all of the DVDs. My sisters have all of the movies.
YouTube. All of the Barbie movies are on YouTube. Every single one of them, except for the Barbie Diaries.
I don't know. It's like when, like, afterward. I think that after, what was that movie? I think after Barbie, The Christmas Carol. Once that one stopped, I actually was not a fan of that movie.
Yeah, it was okay, but it wasn't.
It just went, like, the movies just went downhill after that.
They did.
They went downhill after that, and it sucked because
I will say a good movie that came out after that that actually reignited my passion for ballet was Barbie and the Pink Shoes. That came out in 2013.
Oh, really? I'll look that up because I know my sisters would definitely be excited for that. I think I ended up even owing one of those movie websites where you would get DVDs. I think I ended up owing them at one point because I ended up getting so many damn Barbie movies for my sister.
Oh, dear.
But they love those Barbie movies. They love them. I think they have like about probably like 10 or 12 movies total.
We love to see it. We love to
Like
see it.
Wednesday, Michelle. I didn't care for Wednesday. I didn't care for the series at all. I don't know. I saw the first episode that my sister was watching it. I couldn't stand watching 5 more minutes. They talk too much. You know what? I did not like the fact that they said that it was better than Stranger Things.
First of all, that's a personal attack.
I wasn't feeling that because I'm like, no, but okay,
You barking up the wrong tree with that.
right? And I'm like, I know you're gonna end up having people fighting, and I saw it in a group, and everybody who said those lies exactly. I'm like, everybody hasn't even watched Wednesday for it to be like the number one like series right now on Netflix. Blah 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 blah, and then like everybody's like the numbers don't lie. Just because you haven't watched it, the numbers don't lie. Okay, but it's everybody has not watched it. One. Number two, what's all the hype? Like, I know you're not trying to say like, oh, because you know it's better than Stranger Things, and I'm like, have you even watched Stranger Things? No. Okay then. How's it better?
Exactly.
How's it better? Like, I think I watched Stranger Things from start to finish twice. Because right after I watched it, I told my mom about it, and then I had to end up sitting with her to watch. So I had to end up watching the series with her right after. So I had to see that whole damn scene with Eddie. That got me mad. Cause look, me and the demo bats, we gonna start fighting because they got that.
No. I have an audio clip that describes what I am going to do to Vecna if I ever get my hands on him. Like, I have a whole audio clip that describes, what I'm gonna do to him if I ever gets my hands on him.
Oh my god.
Hold on. A whole audio clip that describes what I'm gonna do to Vecna if I get my hands on him for what he did to Eddie.
Okay.
Your nutsack and nail it to my door! Like one of those lion door knockers rich folks got. That will be your balls!
You got asked a question on the chat. Has our guest seen any more Joseph Quinn work?
I've seen Game of Thrones, and I started Time Wasters. Keyword being started.
Okay.
But I've seen Game of Thrones from start to finish.
Okay, so his timing on Game of Thrones was very short. I didn't even realize that it was even him, and I watched Game of Thrones. Time Wasters, it's basically like 2 episodes that he's in, so it's not even worth it. Even though I freaking love Ralph, but it's not even worth it. I will say definitely sit and watch Dickensian, because him as Arthur Havisham, look. Listen. I don't even know how to describe it, because it's just the outfit itself. He's just like, dressed up in this whole Victorian attire, and
oh, you know I'm a sucker for period pieces.
look, he is so damn fine in those freaking outfits, okay? And then on top of that,
one of my bucket list goals as an actor is to...
I need to chill with the Italian hands. Stop. Okay. back to Eddie for a minute. I was questioning what size of rings is this man? Because let me tell you, every single costume ring that they sell, they're huge. Okay? They're huge. My hands are tiny. My fingers are tiny. And I literally, when I do this cosplay, half of these rings are not gonna fit me because it's basically one here, one here, one here. By the way, I'm wearing the mood ring, but they don't fit me. And I was trying to get them smaller, and you still can't get them smaller. So I'm like, okay, I'm curious as to what size. What ring size is he like? Because my friend ended up saying, well, I mean, from the pictures that I've seen, the man has pretty fingers, which is very rare for you to end up seeing any guy nowadays with like pretty nice fingers. And I'm like, facts, because everybody that I've seen has basically fat Sasha's fingers.
I mean, not to be crass, but given how short his fingernails are, I'm pretty sure he's not complaining about having big fingers.
I'm just curious though, because like they've made these rings very freaking big. And look where I'm wearing it at. And if I put the other two, they fall off my fingers. So but, like I said, definitely give the Kensian a watch, because the chat that has been here for some of our watch parties, they have watched it. They watched the whole series back in October, and Rogue Assassin, who's in here in the chat, can say right now, like, the whole series was just like crazy. I had people literally having arguments on the chat over this. Like, it was crazy.
Oh my! The discourse must be strong then.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Probably an 8 to a 9 ring size. Yeah, probably. Yeah, because I'm a 6'7", and these are huge, and I thought these are size 7, and they're huge. They're freaking huge as hell. Michelle said, I'm just wondering why we saw him in full bite makeup if we don't see the bites on. Look.
Listen.
That got me. I'm gonna say this in the worst way. That got me so damn tight. I was so mad. I was so mad seeing all of that all the bites and stuff. And I'm like, we don't even see that.
It's okay. It's okay.
We don't see that. One. And then the whole, devil bats don't kill. So why did they kill Eddie Munson?
Why though?
I need an explanation, Doofer Bros. Let's go.
I
need answers.
Why you gotta endear this character to us and then straight up kill him? Like, I'm sorry, but that was a dick move.
Hyped them up for nothing. Y'all hyped them up real quick. We didn't even get Volume 2. Everybody's like, we didn't even get Volume 2, and they already ended up releasing a Funko Pop for him.
You hyped him up, and then
It's a whole publicity stunt. I'm sorry. It's the facts.
I'm sorry, but that was a dick move. Like a massive dick move.
For real. I'm like, I know y'all didn't go and hype up this man for all of us to get excited and, just be hype as fuck over some Hellfire Club and Eddie Munson, and like, look, they play games with us. That's what Michelle's saying here. I think he will come back at some capacity. Doofus played with, they played with us for real.
They better not. No, I'm gonna need you to not play with me like that. I have BPD.
Danny's saying he's probably going to be brought back for a brief time with that makeup on. I believe he probably will be back, like, you know, in flashbacks and stuff like they did with Billy. But I don't know. We don't know. And, like, he will tell you in interviews, I don't know. I don't know.
No, but, like, that face that Joseph Quinn made the last time
I don't know.
made.
I don't know.
The face he made. That is the face of someone who knows they did something bad and is trying to not get put on a punishment.
I don't know.
No! But come on, he was making that face.
I don't know.
He was making that face when you know you did something bad and you're about to get caught.
Danny said especially casting, they probably shot all of his scenes as a tester. Or for promo for the last season. Listen. These doofers be kind of slick. They be playing games with us. Michelle just said, don't just make me cry again just for him to die. Listen, I cried.
They better fucking not. I swear.
I was under the covers crying like a whole dumbass. I was mad. I was big mad. I was like,
I
what?
was not pleased at all.
Now, Flo, welcome to the stream. I was big mad. I was just like, dude, what? I'm like, I know you fucking lying. I know that y'all not up here. Like, just hype up this character to me for nothing.
Literally. But, you know, in my fanfic, I got this. Don't worry about it. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Danny said they shoot extra stuff for the studio execs to see along with the general storyboard script. Look. They play too much games.
They really do!
They play too many games. But I also think, like everybody said, that was just a whole publicity stunt. They just hyped up this character. Everybody got hyped up. Oh my god, Hellfire Club. Everybody got hyped up. Everybody started buying everything. Everybody started buying everything to the point that like it will be sold out in literally, boom, 2 seconds. And, like, you couldn't grab anything. I mean, like, Funko Pops, Loungefly bags, t-shirts, everything. Like, there was an entire Hellfire Club website that Netflix had set up, okay? This is where this comes from, by the way.
My mom
I got this free, but
my mom got me a
whole
help
website that had like hats and banners and bandanas and blah. Everything in there is sold out. Everything in there is sold out.
My mom got me a Hellfire Club sketchbook. It's right now sitting on my table.
Michelle says, I bet they didn't know that he would be such a cash cow for them. They knew.
Probably not.
They knew. And Danny says he'll probably be attached to Dustin's story, so flashbacks and whatnot. Yeah, that's what I think. But the whole cash cow thing, they knew. They knew that he was going to be a character that we, the nerds, could relate to.
They out here playing with us.
They played with us big time. They knew that he was going to be a character that we could relate to.
Us like X Games. Like it's X Games playing with us.
Yeah. They knew because, like, you know, it's like, you know, every time, like, that I would see, like, stuff of, like, Stranger Things in stores and stuff, you know, everybody will go crazy and everybody will start buying everything. But, like, it didn't get to a point where, like, stuff will get sold out so damn quick. It wouldn't get to that point. And, you know, like, someone was like, well, but you know, like, it's the whole thing, like, when, you know, Barb's death, or like Bob, or like Alexi, or like Billy, like, it didn't get hyped up because it's like, they're just, you know, like, just characters just added just for one episode. But then you're bringing us a character that, like, most of us could freaking relate to. Everybody is going to get hyped up. And then you just ended up hyping up the scalpers, because the scalpers just buy everything in like 2 seconds and then end up selling it for freaking hundreds and thousands on freaking eBay. That's what happens. That's what happened with the Funko Pop. That's the reason why you can't get the Funko. And that's the reason why you can't get the Loungefly bags. And that's why, what is it? Box Lunch had ended up making their own version of Hellfire Club bags, because the Loungefly bags were like gone in 2 seconds. Literally. They were gone in like 2 minutes. And then you go on eBay and they're trying to sell them to you for $500. And I'm like, dude, I know you're not trying to sell me an $82 bag for freaking $500.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's crazy. At one point, you couldn't even buy a Hellfire Club shirt.
Yep. It was crazy. Like, I remember those days. Like, I found one at Spirit Halloween, and it was like way too big for me, and I was just like, well, it's the last one. It's slim pickings. Might as well grab it.
And it's like the merch. It's like everybody wants merch, but you can't find merch, so you have to end up hitting up somebody that wants the freaking merch. And like, it's just, you know, crazy as hell. By the way, if you want merch, you know I make some. But yes, I'm just saying.
I still gotta hit you up for that Tara and Eddie shit merch.
I got you. Oh, speaking of merch, I did gift you something. So if
Yes,
you
you
have it
did.
around, you could probably
I
pull
do
it
have
off.
it around. First of all, I put the keychain on my purse like almost immediately.
So that's a little birthday gift that I sent over, and it's a little.
And the other two.
It's a little holographic Eddie keyring that I made.
Let's see. I have the other stuff too.
And I'm gonna make some. I'm actually gonna be making some for sale. Started tomorrow. Stranger Things lover actually is buying 5 of them off of me.
Woo.
Yeah, 4 Eddie ones and 1 Steve.
Yep, I've got the rest of it right here.
Yeah, those are the little free stickers. I sent some free stickers, but I actually sell those. But a bunch of free little stickers and stuff.
And I deeply appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And speaking of cool Stranger Things related merch, I designed these leotards.
You did them?
Yes.
So our guest here, by the way, is also seamstress. So, they look so good.
This is for 1984, and I also made 85 and 80, 83 and 86. 83 and 86, rather.
Nice.
This is the 83 one.
Oh my god.
And 86. These are yours.
You guys can go ahead and ask questions on the chat.
Here we go. And then this is 86.
Nice. I love it. They look looks so good. I know you were excited because you wanted to get stuff done and you had things delayed and you couldn't
Yep.
get in everything.
Yep.
Because my OC is part of the Hawkins High ballet team, which is something I.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of OCs, like I did mention that I have OC, and I know you were interested in trying to find out about mines.
Yes, please do share.
Okay, so technically, mines is kind of based around my damn self, in a sense. But the storyline to this, it's a little bit different because it's basically about, like, let's see, how far off is it from, how far off, I'm trying to remember how far off is it from the events from season 4. So it's in between it's in between like season 3 and season 4 because it does start in 85.
5.
So it's basically like close to the 4th of July events with the whole mess in the mall and all of that stuff. But not really. I'm not trying to get it too close to that. But I was kind of like researching some things with a few people that I end up asking questions to, and it revolves around a girl who, like, you know, is low key, like she loves music, she wants to actually become like a performer, but like her parents are very conservative and they're like very strict as fuck, and she has a cousin who you know, wants to end up getting into journalism and all of that stuff, and all of these things in the floor just fell. She ends up scoring an internship with Rolling Stone, and they end up asking her to go and tour small town America for bands. So she decides to ask, you know, my OC if she would like to go along with her to this trip to small town America. And you know, she decides to say yes, but of course the cousin has to kind of like make up a storyline to her parents so that they could be able to allow her to go. And they give her a choices of places, and the cousin decides to say, well, you know, I've never heard of Hawkins, Indiana, so let's just go. And you know, they arrive there, and from how the storyline basically goes is just that, like, you know, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they stop at this one like eatery or something there, and you know, the cousin kind of like bumps into Steve, and like I guess he gets to, like, you know, tell them about the town and blah 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 blah, and they kind of quote unquote link up, and you know, my OC kind of like doesn't know what the hell's going on, and you know, first thing she wants to find out is where's the nearest freaking record shop. Like, she wants to go and shop for records and stuff, and you know, she really isn't like a big fan of like what's going on in the town. And then the cousin decides to ask, you know, where is it that they could be able to see a local band, and they end up stopping there into this bar, which I think is the one bar that Eddie mentions at one point that they get to perform at. And
The Hideout?
Yes, and before they end up basically even showing up to perform, they're doing actually quote unquote like, I guess, somewhat karaoke there. So my OC decides to grab a mic and decides to sing along to something, and without noticing that these guys are coming in, and they're just standing in a corner checking her out perform. But when she she comes out from that stage that everyone's trying to pass by, here comes fucking Eddie Munson and just passes right by her, and it's just a stare between the two, and like the cousins like snap out of it, and then she's like, what are you looking at? And the words that I wrote down as the description of what are you looking at, like, is a god.
I mean, is it wrong though?
But I'm not done. I'm not done because I have to add stuff here and there, and I kind of want to add like what was going on around that time period and stuff, but like I kind of made it where like you know, I kind of made it also where like my OC is actually the one that makes Eddie's battle jacket. So like his whole vest that has like, you know, the DO patch and that, like, you know, that's basically a surprise gift from her. Because everyone has questioned like where did like, you know, where could the mood ring that he wears come from, or like did he actually sit there to go and make his whole jacket, or like stuff like that? Because I've also wondered, where did he actually ended up getting the design for his shirt? Did Eddie actually draw this himself? Like, are we? I've been curious as to like, you know, Dustin does mention that they make the shirts themselves. So who drew it?
He does, yeah.
Who drew it? I want to know. Is there
Him.
secret hidden talents of Eddie Munson we don't know of?
I get the distinct impression that Eddie is actually a very good drawer.
I'm thinking that he's multi-talented and we don't know that.
Most people with ADHD are.
Yes. I'm thinking that he drew the freaking Hellfire Club thing, and that like you know, I think that he ended up drawing the design to end up getting those shirts done, and I freaking believe that half of the freaking clothes and stuff that he has, he's like sewn it up together and done it his own damn self and all of that shit. Like, that's just me, but like, yeah, I wanted to make it where like my OC kind of like made something for Eddie, and I'm like, I figured maybe the jacket would be the part where like this, you know, denim vest would be something that like she gives him just with the patch though, and like he goes and she gives him the other patches and he gets to attach them with her and all of that stuff, and like I don't know, just do it, like do something. But yeah, I haven't finished the whole thing. I haven't finished it. I haven't had time because I have to do like 10 million other things. But,
I know the feeling.
yeah, but like, you know, like I also have in there in this whole storyline where like, you know, the cousin kind of tells them like, I'm doing an internship with Rolling Stone, I can make y'all famous. And like, you know, because they find out that, you know, my OC can sing, they're thinking, well, now we can end up adding a vocalist into the band. So at one point, my character does become a member of Corroded Coffin.
Nice.
At one point, you know, the ending is not a bad end. All I will say though, that it would not be a bad ending, but it will be a sucky ending, because the sucky ending will be that the parents do find out and they do end up taking her away.
Oof.
So they have to end up taking her right back home, and that's where, you know, they don't get to link up anymore. But I kind of have a little, let's say, season 5 theory for like this whole OC, where she actually does come back in a sense. So it's kind of crazy, but I don't want to bring that part up yet. But yeah, there will be a part where she does come back. But yeah, there's also a lot of sauce going on. So I'm not the one that has the sauce written down. My friend has the sauce written down. That's gonna be added on there. But I haven't finished the whole thing, so I can't, post that up yet.
My oh my. I guess quid pro quo is only fair, and now I have to talk about my OC.
Let's go. I mean, we're past our podcast time anyway, but let's go. I'll give you a few minutes. Let's go.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so her name is Tara. Her name is Tara Newman, and she was born in 1967.